Welcome, game makers. This is part 9 of our 10-part series where we are walking through the Infinite Jumper ebook that we released back in April. Now, if you haven't gotten that book yet, go over to blog.ourcade.co and download the book. It's absolutely free. The way you get it is just submit your email address and then we will email you the ebook. You can also go over to the dedicated landing page that we have where we tell you exactly what you're going to expect in the book, as well as the things that you're going to learn, which is a lot. Remember, this ebook, you're starting from 0 and building a full-fledged Infinite Jumper game. If you don't like a PDF version, we also have an EPUB version of it if you'd rather read it on your Kindle, whatever you'd like. I'd say the more important thing is that you get the book and you start making your, first Infinite Jumper game. This is, really great free content that we're providing. So we want to make sure that everybody has that chance to express their creativity, and what better way than creating a game. So diving into it, a little bit of a recap. We've gone through so much. Remember, this is part 9 of a 10-part series. So we're basically 90% of the way there. We've set up the development server, set up folder structures, set up game scenes, added in platforms, added in a player, added in controls, carrots for collecting, set up the camera settings for everything. And we've also set up a score tracker in the last section. So in this section, we're going to handle game over and the trigger for it, the scene for it, and also starting the game all over again with the play again. So diving right into it. So game over is game condition where the player falls past the last platform and can not land on another one. So right now, if you have seen some of the other videos, you would have seen that I fell off. I'm not the best video gamer in the world, but I fell off. I didn't land on the platform, and my character was falling indefinitely forever, kind of like Loki during Infinity War. But anyhow, that's not important. So what do we need to do here? We need to find the last platform, which makes sense, right? Find the bottommost platform here. And then we need to figure out the character's position relative to the last platform. And if the player has moved past that platform, we want to say like, hey, you're at the point of no return, you've lost. So how are we going to do that? Let's see. We're going to create a new method or function. So right here under the handle carrot collector, we're going to do find bottommost platform. And then const platforms equals this dot platforms dot get children. Okay, gonna let the bottom platform equals the first platform, or platform 0. If you know anything about arrays, it always starts at position 0. So if you have 3 items, it's position 0, 1, and 2. So then now we're going to do a for loop. So we're going to let I equals 1. So we're going to start from 1. As I is less than the platform's length, we're going to iterate on I and increase it by 1. And then within this for loop, we're going to const the platform equals platforms I. Okay, so declare variable platform and set it equal to the platform that we're on within this loop. Then we're going to do if platform.y. So the position of the platform we're looking at within this instance of the loop. If that platform's y position is less than the bottom platform's y position, then we're going to say continue. And then bottom platform equals platform. So what we're saying is, remember, y position, negative is higher, positive is lower. So if the bottom platform or the current platform has less, the value of y value is less than the bottom platform, meaning it's above it, then just keep going. Otherwise, you're going to set the bottom platform equal to the platform. That makes sense. Okay. So then after this whole for loop, we're going to return the bottom platform. All right, let's read here. So start by getting all the platforms, pick the first one in the array is the current bottommost platform, assuming that you get them like that. And then we iterate over the array, compare each platform against the bottom platform. So we pick a random one at first. Hopefully it's the one at the bottom, but then as it goes, we just compare the platforms with each other. And if the bottom platform is now no longer the lowest platform, you set the bottom platform to the lowest platform. That makes sense. That's exactly what this for loop is doing. Okay, so then now that we're returning the value, we're going to want to do it in the update so that we're constantly looking for this. So within the update, let's do it after the platforms are created. Let's do it right here. Const bottom platform equals this dot find bottommost platform if this dot player dot y is greater than the bottom platform y plus 200, then we're going to say console log game over. Okay, so what is this doing? So what we're saying is the bottom platform, so we're going to call that method or function we just made to set the variable bottom platform. And then we're looking to see if during every single frame that occurs, run this and say, this player's Y position, is it greater than the bottom Y positions plus 200? So mentioned before, negative is up, positive is down. Y's position, if it's greater, so if it's below the bottom position, the bottom platform plus 200. So we're giving 200 pixels worth of padding room there just in case. And if it's more than that, game over. Sorry, start over. But yeah, let's test it out here. So we're going to save this. Then we're going to do Command L, Command O to open up our live server. And while we're at it, we're also going to do DevTools so that we can watch. Whoops, something happened here. Platform is not referenced. Game.js 173. Let's go over. What do we do? Oh, duh. Spelling. All right, let's save that. Rerun the code. What? 176. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Right, zips. There we go. Okay, that should work. So that's just typos. What? 175. Typos all over the place. Okay, there. All right, so what we expect to happen is I'm going to commit bunny suicide here, jump off the edge, and then plus 200, game over. Game over 1,000,000 times. All right, so let's refresh that so we don't break something. But that's working as expected. So we found the bottommost, the bunny went past it, and then we console logged, game over. All right, so where was that piece of code? Let's get back to it first. All right, here, line 120. So the next step here is doing the game over scene. So we're going to create a new scene in the scenes folder. This should be pretty familiar at this point, right? Creating new scenes, or at least the folder structure. So we're going to call this game over proper case.js. So we're going to have this. We're going to import phaser from lib phaser. Don't forget the JS. I'm going to export default class game over extends phaser dot scene. Then we're going to add a constructor here. Remember, this is like an ID in a sense for it, so we know what we're talking about. And then we're going to do a create function here, empty for now. Okay, so then in here, we do const width equals this dot scale dot width. Then same thing for height. And then we're going to add text that just says game over. That's pretty simple. Simplistic game over screen. No need to get too fancy schmancy with it. Height times 0.5. Text is game over. And then we're setting some styles here as well, which would be, let me turn on word wrap real quick here, just a little easier to read. So font size is 48. Actually put that in its own line so it's easier. And then we're going to do set origin to 0.5. Okay, so we're using Scale Manager to get the width and the height of the game instead of hard coding numbers. All right, that makes sense. So that's here, this dot scale dot width and height. So that's the same thing as this. Simple text already done. So the origin to 0.5, so it's centered vertically and horizontally. I like to add to the game configuration header domain and then right. Just like we did for game scene, we're going to add this in. So import game over from scenes / game over .js. Don't forget the JS. Need that JS. And we got to update this scene variable here so that it's more like a collection. So we'll do game, game and game over. Save that. All right, so going back to the game.js file, instead of doing console log, we're now going to start the scene. So this dot scene dot start game over, and that's the ID that we gave it before. All right, let's see how that works. So, ready for bunny suicide. Oh no, what happened? Let's take a look at our dev tools here. Huh, no console log. Maybe it's the color. Let's set the color to FFF for white. Let's see how that goes. All right, bunny suicide. No, not working. It is generating the new scene though. I wonder what is going on. So it starts the game owner. The typos, story of my life. All right, let's see. There we go. Nice. White text game over. All right, very good. All right, so now we're going to add a play again button or a way to play again. So in the game over JS, okay, so in this scene, I'm going to create a place where we can do this. We're going to say this dot input dot keyboard dot one. So only one time. Look for one time. Keyboard space. And fat arrow. This dot scene dot start game. Okay, did I spell that right this time? Yeah? Okay. All right, so we use input manager here to listen for when the space key is pressed and then start the game scene. And I said we use once instead of on, so you just have to clean up events, and so it automatically cleaned up once the event is fired. So it's got to stay nice. Okay. Okay, so let's test that out. Okay, so we got our bunny, and we're gonna commit suicide. All right, so now game over, and I'm going to hit the space button. Oh, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Keyboard space key down is what we want. There. Try this again. Suicide and space. Nice. One more time. And space. Nice. And space. Nice. Okay, that's working as expected. Let's see here now. So there's a problem. It always shows zeros, but sometimes it collects a bunch when the first card is collected. What is going on? Oh, okay. So to show you what Super Tommy means over here for this bug, what happens essentially is the carrots, if you remember when we set the text originally, we start off at 0. So no matter what, it's always going to start off at 0. So now we have 3 carrots. Now I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to lose. Now when I hit the space button, carrot is going to say 0. But when I collect the next carrot, the carrots collected number was 3 before. So this should jump to 4. See? So how do we fix that? We need to reset the carrots collected as soon as, I guess this is the initiate. That makes sense. It's like an initializer. So where do we do this? Constructor init. Init carrots collected equals 0. Okay. So it's called by phaser before preload, a great place for initialization, as the name would suggest. Okay. All right, so let's test this out. So we're going to collect the carrots. Okay, we have 1 carrot. So when we start off again, it says 0, and when we collect it, it should be 1 again. Okay, perfect. Now it's 1 again. Now that's 2. And if we do it one more time, it should just start off at 0 and go to 1. All right, bug fixed. Congratulations. First bug fixed, first time. All right, let's see. We're almost done with the game. And then one more thing. And that is the end of part 9. We've come a really long way. Jesus Christ, we have come such a long way. Just a little recap of this section. We have, what did we do in this section? I totally even forgot. To the game over scene. So we added a game over trigger when you go past the platform. So we took a look at the player's Y position and then the bottom platform's Y position. And if the player was was lower than that plus 200, then we trigger the game over. So we created a new scene for game over. We added the ability to restart the game by hitting the keyboard space button. And then we also fixed a slight bug with the carrots collected counter not resetting when you start a brand new game. But yeah, if you ran into any problems, feel free to give us a message. You can tweet us at Ourcade HQ, or you can leave some comments down below. We always respond to whoever sends a comment. We really appreciate when you guys engage with us. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel for new upcoming videos, as well as hit the bell for notifications of when we do release more content. And this is part 9. We have part 10 coming up real soon, and we're going to wrap up this game with some exciting features just to make it look a little bit more fluid with the bunny jump. So that's adding a little bit of animations to this, which is going to be great. Thanks a lot for joining and watching. I will see you in the next video.